Moses, thank you. You know, when you move out of a place that you're renting, you always hope for as much of your security deposit back as possible. Now, the issue of those deposits is at the center of a multi-million-dollar settlement here in San Diego. I spoke to one of the renters affected who said people need to know their rights when it comes to housing. Rachel Willier moved into the Preserve at Melrose Apartments in Vista in 2017.
And within like 4, maybe 5 months, MG Properties took over and they started making some major changes.
Rachel lived here for about 4 years. When it came time to move out, that's when she said she ran into some issues.
I'd already heard that there was a tendency for residents not to get their security deposits back, so I was extra intentional about all of it just to make sure I had checked all the boxes and I knew what to expect.
But what happened was something she didn't expect.
They blindsided me with no deposit, and instead we're actually going to be charging you on top of it.
Her move-out inspection form looked like this. She knew there was going to be a cleaning fee, but she said she wasn't given a heads up on other details.
During that move-out inspection, I was told everything looked pretty good. I mean, that's the time where they should say, you'll need to fix this or you'll incur a charge.
Rachel is one of 2 renters who lived in Preserve at Melrose named in this class action lawsuit. A third person named in the lawsuit lived in the Waterleaf apartment homes, also in Vista. MG Properties managed both complexes along with dozens of others. Court documents allege the company did not provide invoices or receipts for the work done on renters' apartments when they moved out. It also said the company charged excessive late fees. Recently, the 2 sides settled for nearly $10 million.
It was a very hard-fought battle. We actually ended up settling the case through the help of a retired federal judge.
Jimmy Parker was one of the lawyers for Rachel and other tenants. He said approximately 60,000 people are eligible for some type of payment under the proposed settlement.
The imbalance between the power of the landlord and the renter is such that they already have the money. So it's very important to educate yourself on the law.
So if you have a security deposit, the complex does work on, ABC. Are they required to give you a receipt?
That's correct. Within 21 days of the work actually being performed on your vacated unit, if it's painting, cleaning, what have you, the law requires that the landlord provide a copy of the actual invoice from the entity that performed the work.
When it comes to late fees, he said there's no specific amount required in California law, but
does require the landlord to conduct some type of audit or study into determining what would be a reasonable amount.
The attorneys for MG Properties told me it strenuously disputes the allegations in this case, denies any wrongdoing, and maintains that its policies and practices have at all times complied with the law. They told me the settlement was a business decision to resolve a lengthy, expensive, and time-consuming lawsuit. Renters like Rachel hope the settlement changes the way companies do business. What would you want renters to know who may be watching this?
If something doesn't feel right or doesn't seem fair, look into it. Fair is fair. When you're moving out, you absolutely should meet certain expectations. But when the game is rigged, that's not okay.
If you are a renter who lived in an apartment operated by MG Properties, also known as Gleberman Properties, the deadline to submit a claim is coming up. It's January 10th. The link to that will be on the story on 10news.com. Now, one of the areas I specialize in, I cover consumer issues. I also report on the San Diego and Sweetwater school districts, as well as the AAPI community. If you want to contact me, you can email me, melissa.masiha@10news.com.